He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback will keep it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And now on second down for this offense.
Here we go, ready? White 29, white 29, go!
They'll run play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's going to be fun to watch this team here in Blacksburg now with James Franklin coming over as head coach. And it's really key that they get this quarterback thing right. Honestly, they have not been dominant at that position consistently, probably going back to Mike Vick back in, the late 90s and 2000. And so, new era on offense. It's all going to start and end with this guy under center.
Ethan Grunkemeyer, yeah, he comes over from Penn State. And here's the interesting thing about that, Palmer. You talk about Virginia Tech looking for that quarterback identity. James Franklin really couldn't find it at Penn State. Can he find it in Blacksburg? Bringing a lot of Penn State guys with him, a lot of excitement about this program, a lot more buy-in, and we know as well as anybody, Palmer, calling games in the atmosphere that is Lane Stadium. That place will absolutely rock. Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch.
Brings into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. That's caught. It's Kent. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Brown. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback staying in the moment.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Breaks it, headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hokies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Knight.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Steps away to find some room. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying out to the left. Inside the 30. The 10. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Keith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Off and running. Past the 20. Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. He goes right back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Heat. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time. I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Tries to get it himself. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Man, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
The Panthers' offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hicks. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunt. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Denmark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Throws it deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. And they got it.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bring in the heat. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. On the move is the snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Keith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense working from the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it. It's Ballard.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Ballard. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Makes the grab. It's Kent. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Punt! It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the right. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to go right back downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go, and you can tell they're trying to bat the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. So now after that holding call, here's second down, and they need 20. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Green. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Pocket breaking down. Working on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Pitt right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Hunt is on its way. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play, and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws. Complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Here comes the 2-point try. The give. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. sends the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
22. Ready, go.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Hokies! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why. Multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to pass. Pulls it in. It's Yates. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw it again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Makes a deep grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Pitt pushing the pace. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. He wants to throw it. Under fire. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ballard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Hard running there. Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Motion from the wideout. Snapped it in the shotgun. There's the pressure.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Overton. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Gonna look downfield again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their fifth sack of the game.
Here's a heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Oh, there's the ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it with a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there, broke on the football, almost had the big play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. From the gun. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Turner. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense gets set for second down. Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, give on the inside. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ballard. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.